We made it to Friday, 10:07 Chicago now. We got a great show. I'm so excited about today's show.
Are you?
Yes, because in a little bit, first of all, our first guest is epic.
And he's
a
ready.
legend. He's ready
Yes.
to go. Later in the show, though, we're going to be speaking with the owner of this little tiny bait shop that has been on the north side of the city for decades, for 90 years.
But
bait. A bait, exactly, and it stood the test of time. I bought a fishing pole from there. I bought bait from there countless times. And we're going to be speaking with the woman who is keeping alive this 90-year-old tradition, even in the face of all the Amazon, the big box stores.
We got to see pictures of this place.
I cannot wait to talk to her. We're also going to speak to an expert about joy. It's not just an emotion, it is a skill. The skill of practicing joy in our lives. But first, an epic Pope Leo XIV connection.
Yes.
A food connection.
Of za.
Of za. And we both love this particular.
Love the za.
Talking about Aurelio's, everybody.
Yes.
The beloved local chain Aurelio's, and none other than Joe Aurelio joining us this morning via Zoom. Happy Friday to you, Joe. Uh-oh.
Oh, no,
we need your audio. Is that on our end? Okay, Joe, we got to get you to unmute, sir.
Are you on mute?
Beep, 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 beep. Oh no, it's on our end, Joe. It's on our end. I'm sorry.
Stay
there
with
you
us.
are.
Bear
I
with
just
us
heard
here. There we are. Can we
All
hear
right,
you?
can you hear me?
Yes.
Is that your backyard? That is amazing. Where are you?
I am actually at a family reunion at our lake house in Michigan, and
very
I'm just
cool.
glad to be here. And I thought I'd share the backdrop with you.
Ah, where at in
Thank
Michigan?
you.
Is it close?
On Pawpaw Lake.
Pawpaw Lake.
I've
How
heard of Pawpaw
fun.
Lake.
Everybody's getting their summer vacations in, I feel like.
Yes,
last
exactly.
minute.
The last minute summer vacations. All right, so get us up to date. There has been a transportation of pizza across the pond straight to Vatican City. Tell us the story for those folks who are not familiar with what happened with your pizza pie.
Sure. Well, it all started off a mystery to me. It wasn't set up by Aurelio's Pizza or myself. This was two people that did it upon themselves. Jaden Rameus of Ohio and his friend Madeline Daly took it upon themselves to drive to Homewood, visit the Pope's table, the chair, take some pictures, get a pizza from Aurelio's in Homewood, put it on dry ice, and actually fly to the Vatican. And Madeline went to Rome to attend the Jubilee of Youth and the Jubilee of Digital Missionaries in Rome. And that was to set out to deliver the pizza there. So she homemade the sign, got the Pope's attention. He's been a lifelong customer. He saw the Aurelio shield and he had to stop the car and get to security to grab the pizza.
No way. Okay, so
Yeah.
I have to know. Did you hear,
So great.
did your people hear from his people about if he actually got to eat that pizza?
Through social media, we have heard that he actually ate the pizza, and I'm surprised he did, but I'm glad he did. But with all that traveling and just making sure it was kept safely, that's always a concern. But I guess they did fine because we haven't heard anything negative. But that's really amazing and really exciting. It's gone around the world and viral, and all our franchisees are excited to build the brand and know that the Pope's affiliated. Pope Leo has just brought so much excitement to Chicagoland, and I've seen more people in groups of people that don't hang out together too often. Now they're all together just talking about the Pope. So it's really amazing.
It's so great. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Joe, but this would not be the now Pope's maiden voyage into Aurelio's territory, correct?
Well, I hope he comes back. I'm sure it's going to be a little different than in the past. It was very quiet and unassumed, and I'm sure there'll be Secret Service and probably have to shut down the restaurant if he wants to come in and enjoy Aurelio's pizza again. So hope it happens. I'm looking forward to it. I'll make sure after it happens, everybody knows about it.
But he was a fixture of sorts at the Homewood location, correct? When he was just known locally as Father Bob, correct?
That is correct. Yes, he had affiliation in our area through Homewood. His dad and brother actually lived in Homewood in the later years. Father Merck from Providence Catholic is his really great friend back when they were 13 and 14 years old. They went to school together, and my kids went to Providence Catholic, so that's my direct connection with Father Merck and with the Pope also. So it's really exciting. Just so happy for the Catholic faith and all the excitement around the Pope and being from America and being from Chicagoland.
So you guys are really taking this by the horns and making a pepperoni pizza. Tell us what this is. What makes it different than just a regular pepperoni?
So what we've done is we've taken our
Oh no.
Uh-oh. Oh no, we lost Joe.
What's the Poperoni? I bet we could Google it and I could let you know.
You know what's so cool about this whole story is how it unfolded so organically.
Yeah.
It's not like they set out to get a pizza pie in the Pope's hands. These were two people who were local who knew that the Pope had an affinity for Aurelio's pizza, took it upon themselves to put this thing on dry ice. Let's take a look at the footage one more time here. Okay, so he's there in the Popemobile,
I think
waving
got
to the
pizza.
crowd.
Oh wait, did he not get to it yet? Okay.
Yeah, it's on the left there. Look, we have Aurelio's pizza.
That is so funny. That is so funny.
They got right up front. There's the Popemobile stopping.
He stopped him. Oh my goodness. I bet it's just a cheese. You know, you don't want to risk it with the meat out of the fridge for so long.
Well, the dry ice, look at that. Look at that. So he's got the little mini, he gets a little thumbs up.
Oh, darling.
And you gotta love the homemade sign as well.
Oh, that's so fun.
A good man.
The Pope could get anything he wants. If he wanted it, you know, in Aurelio's built.
Back.
Oh wait, is he back?
Okay, we got Joe back. Excellent.
back.
I don't know what happened. A technical glitch there.
I think it was on our end. Joe. Joe,
oh my goodness.
Caitlin was in the middle of asking you to clarify what the Poperoni pizza is.
Yeah, so it's our traditional pepperoni pizza with added cup and crisp, which is a spicier and it kind of cups up like a little Pope's cap. And it just makes it unique. And we just thought it'd be fun to honor the Pope with something special. And when I trademarked the word Poperoni, it's just become the buzzword for the Pope and affiliated with Aurelio's Pizza. We have these T-shirts that we've created, which are pretty cute, and people have purchased these shirts, and now they're taking pictures at the Vatican and sending them to us wearing their shirts.
No way! We got to get him a T-shirt next. I wonder how we can do that.
Well, I have friends going there next week, and he's bringing T-shirts and polos and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully, somehow through the chain up there, they can get it to the Pope, and it's just really exciting.
The best.
You know, I don't think anybody's been so excited about a Pope in recent years than Chicagoland. So it's really amazing.
You're totally right that it is bringing everybody together, and it is so great. It is so great to see. Joe, before we let you go, run us through kind of what it was like to see this story unfold so organically. It's not like you orchestrated anything about this.
Yeah, I mean, I was, like I said, I'm here in Michigan with family reunion, and all of a sudden I'm getting texts and phone calls. It's like, did you see it? And it's like, no, what's going on? And they said the Pope was handed a pizza. He stopped the car. He had a secret, service go grab the pizzas from the people, and he held it up, gave the thumbs up, and I mean, I was elated. And then I started calling my people back home and saying, we got to follow up. We have to find this gentleman and this lady that made this happen, and definitely reward them. Probably free pizza for life or something. So,
wow.
Yeah, but it was an amazing event, and really amazing that it actually got there and got a front row thing to get the pizza to the Pope.
You must have been absolutely thrilled and
thing.
shocked to see that. I mean, I can't even imagine.
No
such thing as a more high-profile customer than that.
No, I think that's number one on our list.
Yeah, I think so. Joe, congrats.
Yeah, Jeremy
to you,
Roenick
sir.
is one of our spokespeople, and he goes, I guess I'm number 2 now. And I go, yep, you're number 2.
Yes.
The Pope, then Jeremy Roenick. Yes, indeed.
Right,
hey, Joe, come visit us. Come visit us here at Channel 32, especially when the fall comes. We're almost in football season. We want to see you back on the plaza, sir.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we'll be there. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Enjoy Michigan.
Enjoy your family.
All right, take care, everybody.
So great, yeah.
Aurelio's.
Paw. Speaking of lakes and fishing, because I know they're going to be doing some fishing out there, the Aurelio family. You haven't been up to Montrose Beach and seen this little bait shop ever, have you, Caitlin?
I want to. No, I haven't.
It is like going back in time. It is the building. I hope we have some pictures of it, but it's this little green building that you take one look at it and you know that it has just been there forever.
They
and
must
you're just
own
so
the
glad.
land then, the property, right?
We're going to get all the answers. I'm so excited to be speaking with Stacy Green Fenlon of Park Bait Shop. Again, it's been on Montrose Harbor, right near Montrose Harbor now for 90 years. Her dad actually bought the business back, I believe, in the 1950s. We're going to get the whole story from Stacy when we come back after this short break, everybody. So stay with us.
just about 10:19. So you know those places in Chicago that just feel like they've been there forever. Everyone knows their name. We're talking to someone who's been opening shop at 4 a.m. for years, carrying on a family business that's been part of the lakefront for 90 years. Her dad ran it. She runs it now. And chances are, if you're someone who's gone fishing, you've stopped by. Stacy Green-Fenlon from Park Bait joins us. Good morning, Stacy. Thank you. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Hello. I'm good. How are you guys?
We're
We
great.
are good. We are good. Stacy, you probably don't remember, but you have sold me a fishing pole that I bought for my son just a couple years back.
No, I don't.
Well, that's okay.
Sorry, but
I'm
we
not-
sell a lot of fishing poles to a lot of people.
Exactly. No, I'm not offended at all, and we've gotten some great use out of that very pole. Okay, Stacy, run us through. You're at the bait shop right now. Run us through
I am
how
at the shop.
this establishment has stood the test of time.
By the grace of God, I guess. But it was here, I think, in 1934 or 35 when the harbor opened up. I believe the story has it as just a shack that the workers actually probably stayed in when they were building the harbor. And then the Park District wanted a bait store because of the lakefront, obviously. And I believe it was a gentleman by the name of Barry. So it was Barry's Baits for a lot of years. My father lived in Uptown, grew up on the lakefront. So he ended up, when he came out of the Navy, he got himself a bait truck and he was wholesaling bait up and around through the whole city and their front. So Barry had talked him into taking over the lease on the shop back in 1958. And here we are, still going.
Taking over
Still
the
going.
lease. So do you guys own this then? Is it your family's bait shop?
It's leased for the Park District. So the Park
Got it.
District owns the building, correct.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about your bait shop? I know we just see the wall behind you, but if people come and visit, what can they find?
Everything they need for fishing. They got all the bait and tackle we got here. So we sell all kinds of live bait, minnows, crabs, worms,
Crabs?
crayfish. Not the kind of crabs you see in the ocean, but crayfish. So,
Oh.
but they also call them crabs here. So they use those. It's a big bait here on the lakefront.
Stacy, what are your own earliest memories of Park Bait Shop?
Oh, probably when I was 4 or 5, I would get woke up. I wanted to get woke up. So my dad would wake me up and take me. We had big bait truck and I'd go for bait with him everywhere he went and just hung around here at the shop. I mean, there's a picture of me sitting like as a 2-year-old girl in the front of the shop. It wasn't built out like it was now where we're sitting. My dad added this extension on in 1974, but it used to just be a walk-up window. So I'd sit in the window with the dogs.
Oh,
So-
that's so fun. So
Been in and out of here I'm going to be 60 years old in February. So I've been in and out of this place for the majority of the time.
yeah, I bet it's just so familiar to you and it means so much, I'm sure.
It does.
So you open this shop at 4 a.m. Are there certain months of the year that you guys are closed or are you guys open all the time?
Well, this year we've been opening at 5. We kind of cut back on the hours a little bit, but it used to be 4. Now it's 5 for the time being. Anyways, yeah, we cannot be open in the winter, so we're here through about the beginning to middle of December, and we open up to the beginning and middle of March, give or take the weather, obviously. This building is still from the front of the building, other than this part where I'm sitting, is still 1934 or 35 walls. There's no insulation. It's just plywood and 2x4s. And so there's no heat or anything. So we have to drain everything and winterize the building. So we can't be here all winter, and back in the old days, they didn't do a lot of winter fishing. They do a lot more now. Unfortunately, It's hard to be here though.
What, when you said you used to go out and get the bait with your dad, will you take us through that, like how that worked? Were you guys actually going out and finding it yourselves, or how does that whole thing work?
Oh yeah, yeah. My father had a big bait truck. He used to wholesale all the bait, so he'd actually go to different rivers. Even actually seined minnows right here in the lake. They used to have so many minnows in Lake Michigan. Right here, he would seine them at Montrose or in the corner by Monroe, and different rivers, Illinois River, Fox River. They'd get up early in the morning, get the bait truck out there, chum for minnows, take a big net, walk out, seine them in, fill up the buckets, put them in the truck, drive back in, drop them off here in the tanks. We got two pretty big tanks. One's 5,000 gallons, one's 10,000 gallons.
Oh,
They're
nice.
like my indoor swimming pools. And then sometimes he would even come back, drop off those minnows. Then we'd load up the truck and go to different ponds for crayfish. And then same thing, they'd get in ponds and ditches and take nets and seine for them. And in those days, they actually picked out specific crayfish, which were called soft shells or peelers. They would get those and pick right in the pond and then sort out what they wanted. And then, so yeah, my dad sometimes was on the road morning and night.
Getting
Wow,
bait. Wait,
look
what?
at
So what?
them.
I'm not a big fisherman, but what are crayfish good for catching in Lake Michigan?
They're good for everything, truthfully, because they're pretty native in every body of water. So here in Lake Michigan, they use them for the freshwater drum, which they also call sheephead. They also use them for the bass. The smallmouth love them. They use them for perch when they're a little bit smaller. Just about every kind of fish eats them, other than your smaller panfish like bluegill or crappie. But
Whoa.
catfish love them. Yeah, they get eaten by a lot of different things. So.
So since you guys have been there for 90 years, I'm sure, do you guys have loyal customers that come back year after year and bring their kids and their grandkids back to your shop?
That used to be something my father loved to just sit in the corner as he got older and hear the stories of my grandpa used to bring me here. So now that I'm getting older and I hear all those stories, and I've actually seen the generations, now I'm at that age where I've got the little kids that were just kids coming in at 3 or 4 with their dad or grandpa, who are coming in on their own now, and they're in their 20s, and it's just it's great to have that. And then just as well as I get people on a daily basis that say, I never knew this place was here.
Right.
I just love that it's there. It's one of those places where you walk by and it puts you in a good mood that it's there.
Yeah.
It's hard to describe, but it's like,
I know exactly what you
Yeah,
mean.
it's like, I'm so glad that place exists.
Just a quaint, sweet place.
Stacy, will you tell us kind of how business is? With the Amazon effect and Bass Pro Shops everywhere. How is foot traffic there, and because we want to see you here another 90 years from now. We want this place to stand the test of time.
Yes.
I would love for that to be the way it goes. Of course, every business has its own trials and tribulations. Yeah, there are a lot of guys that buy things online, and there's a lot of things, but live bait, you kind of got to get to use live. So you can't really deal with distributing minnows and kind of worms like that. I mean, some guys can order them, but it's more so right now you got to have them. Tackle wise, I try to keep a good price on my stuff. I do pretty good, and so I can compete with a lot of the bigger guys on a lot of things, not everything. So I try to give a good price, and we try to and a lot of people in the neighborhood and loyal customers like to have a small business like this in the neighborhood, so they continue to come in. And I even have people that just go out here to go to the bird sanctuary or just ride by on a bike just to stop in. They'll buy just a water because they want to support a local small business. So, I appreciate all of that. I had a guy just riding the other day, poked in his head, and he was like, hi, just wanted to say thanks for being here. I ride by all the time, I don't fish, but I like passing by here every day, so.
Yeah. That's very sweet. So, Stacy, are you a big fisherman yourself? What is your day-to-day like? Do you pop out and cast a few in between?
I wish I could, but most of the time when the fish are biting, I'm back here behind the counter working.
Yeah.
So I don't get to fish as much as I used to. And, I used to fish a lot with my dad, so I kind of miss my fishing buddy.
Yeah.
So, times I want to go, I'm like, I don't have dad. Same thing, my son feels the same way. My husband, he's over here in the corner.
Yeah.
He pops out and goes fishing a lot when he can. So
Hi, husband.
Then again, I'm the boss,
your
so I
dad
have to
would be
work
so
more.
proud that we're on the air right now celebrating 90 years. So you get in at 5 a.m. How late are you there today and most days?
I usually leave about noon.
Okay.
And then my son comes or my husband will take over and they do the noon to 8 o'clock. We're open till 8 p.m.
Wow.
So
Wow,
they
that's a
take
long
over
day.
the
That's a
afternoon
very long
shift.
day, yeah.
And you
Yeah,
guys
it's a
have an
long day.
Instagram page. I'm going to start following this. Do you know
Well-
the Instagram handle? I'm not sure if you handle that kind of side of the
I
business.
do have an Instagram, but I'm not much. I'm a Facebook person. I'm at that age group where I
Okay.
know Facebook. So we do have a Facebook page. I have an Instagram. I have a little following because I don't know how to use it quite as well as I know Facebook.
I'm
but
following. Caitlin and I are
gotta
both
follow
going to
right
follow
now.
right now.
Park Bait
I
Shop.
can't wait for the next time I get to go back to the Park Bait Shop again. You guys are right off of Montrose Harbor. Stacy, congrats to you. Thank you just for being such a great person of Chicago and on a business that has just stood the test of time. It's such a special place.
thank you guys. Next time you come in, I'll give you the full tour.
Yeah, I can't
I
wait.
wanna hold the crawfish.
Caitlin, I know you would love it. I know you will.
I
You
would
would love
so
this
love
place.
that.
Stacy Green
Yes.
Fenlon, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Okay,
All right,
so
we
it
got to
was
follow
Park,
them on Instagram. Park
Park
Bait Shop.
underscore
Yeah.
bait underscore. Oh,
Underscore
It just
shop.
popped up. Okay, there
Yes.
it is. It's a fishing, bait, and tackle business in Chicago, Lake Michigan, at beautiful Montrose Harbor since 1958.
It's right off the harbor. If you've ever been to the name is escaping me right now, but there's a nice beach
it's
house
cute.
with a bar.
Oh, it's
you
cute.
see, yeah, you see the outside
It's a little
of it.
building with like vertical wood slats that
Yes,
are green.
and you saw the wood paneling on the inside. It's
Yeah.
literally a time warp it's
Yes.
like going back in time when you walk in there. And she mentioned she tries to keep her prices reasonable. Caitlin, I think I paid $9 for the fishing pole and a little tackle box
stop.
and
And
got
it's
some
probably
night
good
crawlers.
quality.
Yes. No, we still use the pole.
Look at
It's
these
such a great,
babies.
yeah.
It's the live bait, so that kind of opens
and
your
you
eyes.
know what? I really do hope that she's right that live bait will insulate their business from the big, the big
Yeah, because you can get night crawlers at like the gas station, but that's
Yeah.
about it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, where do you buy crawfish?
No, I know.
Pet
That are
store?
live and fresh that are going to actually work that day.
Yeah.
All right,
So
so we
fun.
have
I love
another
that.
great guest when we come back. Her name is Allegra, and that is appropriate because Allegra, I believe it means happiness, at least in Spanish. Alegría, actually. And she is the Chief Joy Officer and founder of an organization called Brave Life, and she is going to teach us all how to use happiness and joy as a skill. When we come back after this, we're going to meet Allegra.
right, 10:34. We're talking about joy. Our next conversation is with a guest that everyone will benefit from. So be sure to tune in for this one. Take your notes. Many Americans are probably deficient in what Allegra Cohen says, and it's the birthright and ultimate strategy for success. Joy.
Joy.
Who knew?
Joy.
So can you hear us? Allegra, are you
Hey,
there?
Allegra.
There she is. Hi, good
Hi,
morning.
guys.
Okay, so you had a near-death experience, bullying and personal challenges. So you really, through all of this in your life, you've learned how to unlock our greatest purpose. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I created Brave Life because I needed it. From navigating bullying, Crohn's disease, divorce, loss, all of the things that we can all relate to, I discovered that joy isn't about perfect circumstances. Joy is actually a daily choice and a practice. And now I teach people of all ages and demographics, from middle schoolers to the US Navy, how to create and infuse joy into their own lives, no matter what is going on outside of them.
Can you give us a few pointers? I know we don't have a ton of time, to dive deep here, but we have enough time for you to give us a few pointers on how do we make this a daily practice?
Well, joy is actually a really powerful resilience tool, and I have a 3-step joy reset that is simple, and we can do it in 30 seconds. You ready?
Yes.
Okay, so the first step is to pause and ground. What you need to do right now is place your hands on your heart and take a nice deep breath in and let it all go. And then you can just say to yourself, I'm here, I'm okay. And that actually grounds you into what is true in the present moment. And then step 2 is to honor the hard and invite in a micro joy. So what that looks like is, yes, I'm having a really tough moment, and I'm open to noticing something that is right in front of me that can bring me comfort and light me up inside. And then step 3 is smile. Allow that micro joy to land in your body. Even a half smile will signal safety to your brain, release those feel-good chemicals, and rewire your nervous system to receive more joy during challenging times.
I love all of this. Where did your mind go when she said to notice something in the immediate vicinity that brings you joy?
You.
Oh, me?
I'm kidding.
Thank you.
I'm not kidding.
Oh, Anthony.
Now I can't say mine.
What was yours?
Donuts over there.
Yeah, donuts are good
I'm
too.
that superficial.
You
but
know-
no, Caitlin, the feeling is mutual, obviously.
Okay, so you are the Chief Joy Officer and founder of Brave Life. So what is Brave Life exactly, this program?
Brave Life is a program that I coach individual clients on, and I am a speaker, and I go around and I teach about micro joys. It's all about savoring the present of the present moment, no matter what you are experiencing. Life it's an entire human experience, and I love to teach people about having the compassion for yourself to allow these moments of relief in as you are braving all of the things that life throws at us.
One of the things, Allegra, that I can't remember which mental health professional I heard say this, but that there's a lot of pressure on people these days to feel happy and feel joy at all times. And when we're not happy, you freak out that you're not happy, and then that sends you down a spiral of, hey, why am I not feeling the joy that I should be feeling right now? Do you have any advice on how to kind of interrupt that negative feedback loop?
Absolutely. I am so not into that toxic positivity. I absolutely celebrate the idea that, that it's normal to feel all of the different feelings that we experience in a day. You're not alone. And what I suggest is to just allow yourself, have that compassion to have these moments of relief throughout your day, that is what will help to provide that strength no matter what it is that you are facing. You know, so much of life we can't control, but what we can control is our attitude, our mindset, and our energy. And that's what we need to really guard and protect as much as possible.
So you say that joy is a skill that requires practice. Is this kind of like the wiring your brain, like you automatically go one way or another with your thoughts?
Yes, everything, I believe, is where we place our focus, our attention. Our attention is our power. And so whatever we decide to focus on during the day, so much of life pulls us so often in that negative loop and that spiral that you were talking about. And what we need to do is get back into the driver's seat and have that control of what we choose to place our focus on, because that is our life.
Can you tell us a little bit of background, Allegra, on your own experience? As Caitlin alluded to when introducing you, she alluded to some of your backstory. Will you tell us, because I do think it helps our viewers to hear a personal story and how you overcame some of these challenges yourself and how you started integrating some of these practices. Can you kind of rewind and get us started on how, or get us updated on how this mission all started for you?
Absolutely. When I was in fifth grade, it kind of all began as I was terribly bullied emotionally and physically. And I would be deathly afraid to go to school. And what I realized is that I would need to create and infuse joy into myself because I couldn't count on receiving it from outside of me. And as I would get ready for school, I would dance around my room and change my energy. And I would journal how I was feeling. And I would look in the mirror and I would tell myself, I am beautiful, I am strong, I am confident. And I started this whole method back in the day.
Wow.
And then I realized how I would need to practice this over and over and over again because life is all the things. And then when I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, that was so hard. It took me out of school for months at a time. And I had to learn how to live with a chronic illness and pain that I couldn't control in my body. But I realized I could control my mind. And again, where I placed my focus, and the more that I would tap into gratitude for everything that I had. You know, gratitude it's very trendy right now. Everyone's doing it. And that's because it works. And when we can really tap into that gratitude, we really can find that hope and strength within us.
So last month, the United States Navy invited you to talk about joy. What was that experience like?
It was one of the best moments of my life because I realized just what these, like, teaching bravery to the nation's bravest, like, it was surreal. But what they are experiencing is this Navy mindset. I was coming in to help them in their new Warrior Toughness initiative. And this kind of toughness, it wasn't about, you know, being physically strong and serving our country. This was about the transition time that is so necessary to refuel them and renew them, moving from their Navy mindset and returning to their homes and their families, and how they could learn how to tap into their joy and their inner child and be able to be silly and play and creative and use their imaginations again, and be able to take that with them when they returned home.
That's really cool. Yeah, it's a completely different form. It's a completely different skill than, again, that standard, you know, the things that they train for day to day. It's a different form of bravery that you're talking about. Now, I'm reading here, Allegra, that you make a distinction between joy and happiness. Is that correct?
It's true. Yes, I do. Joy, again, it's all of life. It's experiencing the hard and being able to find these moments of respite that you can be able to savor the present of the present moment. Joy is in the present moment. Happiness is awesome. I am all for happiness. And happiness can be fleeting.
Yeah.
And happiness can have an expectation that isn't necessarily rooted in authenticity all the time. And so that's why I'm the Chief Joy Officer.
Yes.
Well, Allegra, if someone's listening to this and they want to reach out to you about Brave Life, where should they contact you?
Well, for your viewers today, you can head over to allegracohen.com. And when you enter your email address, I have a free gift for all of you, which are 7 days in a row of Brave Life affirmations to accompany your new Joy Reset system. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Allegra Cohen.
Thank you
So nice to meet you, Allegra. Thank you for
Great
sharing.
to meet you, Caitlin and Anthony. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, the
Have a
pleasure
great
was ours. Have a
weekend.
great weekend. Should be
You too.
an easier than average weekend to find joy here in Chicago. What were you going to say?
She mentioned how she got bullied in 5th grade.
Yeah.
I remember specifically this story. I got bullied twice when I was young, little, like elementary school. One time was in 5th grade, and the story is, I was sitting on top of, it just came to mind when she said that. I was sitting on top of the desk, like there was kids scattered about, and there were these boys that were sitting behind me, and I started hearing them say, Oshkosh, Oshkosh. And I was like, what? And then they started calling me Oshkosh. Turns out my underwear band was sticking out the top of my pants.
And it was Oshkosh.
And it said Oshkosh on it. So then my nickname was Oshkosh. And another time, it was another wardrobe
stuck with you all these-
malfunction.
yeah,
All
okay.
these years.
Yeah. No, those-
5th grade.
No, those
5th grade.
childhood experiences stay with you.
They
That's
burn
no
in your
joke.
brain. The other one was like, I was even younger, probably like 3rd or 4th grade. And I remember going to my girlfriend's house and I had to wear her clothes for some reason. I guess my clothes, maybe they got wet or something. But her shorts were like white and too small. You could definitely see my underwear through it. And her brother was like, are you going to your boyfriend's house in those shorts? I still remember
And
it
that
to
stuck
this
with
day.
you to this day, too.
Can you even? Do you remember
Hey.
anything from your elementary school days like that? You were the cool kid.
No, I definitely was not the cool kid, but I think I was so timid but for a reason, it was self-protection, to stay out of, I tried to avoid situations like that at all
Okay.
costs.
Yes.
So nothing like that traumatic springs to mind
Yeah.
from that age. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but perhaps I have selective memory.
You don't see, they didn't, yeah. So
there
nothing like that.
there was one incident I'll disclose in middle school. You know, I have Latino background, right? I was perhaps the only Latino kid in the middle school where I grew up, so there were comments in like 6th grade that stuck with me for sure on that.
No.
And I didn't quite know how to respond to those. So those things.
So you were a little bit later.
Yeah, a little bit later,
older,
but they burn.
school.
Yeah, but they burn into your brain. You know,
Yes,
that's
they
because
do.
elementary school kids, they don't. I mean,
They're
I hope-
babies.
Yeah, they're
I
babies.
mean, they're babies.
You hope that none of those kids see color at all, but then by the time you get into middle school, you know, those kinds of comments. You know,
And don't you just want to protect your kids? Like,
Oh,
I am
for
so
sure.
worried about
It's one of the hardest things I think about being a parent is the
interactions they're going to have with their
yeah,
cohorts and like
exactly.
wanting to just protect their little heart and their mind. I know.
Exactly. And then knowing when you need to let go as well, because you can't control every last little thing, I think. And there's so much vulnerability there because you can't monitor every last little thing and who they're going to be around. So it's like Allegra was saying, equipping your kids with the tools to handle
Yes,
situations
yes,
like that. And
yes.
it sounds like she really had to dig deep to
Right.
kind of
even when she was that age.
yeah, to like reassure herself. How did you do with those, you know, the incidents too? Were you able to figure out a way through that?
No. I
Yeah,
don't think so.
it's
That's
just-
probably
it
why
was
I'm
just
still
tricky.
I'm still traumatized today. I don't know. No, I think I just, you keep going on.
We are going to, coming up, talk to a very talented individual who is about to make her debut at Lollapalooza.
Very exciting.
Okay, we're going to meet Star Flowers with Star Bandz when we come back.
10:51, we're talking about the weekend. Justine has all the fun events going on, obviously. Well,
she is in the know, and there's no shortage of stuff happening in Chicago this weekend. Here's a look at what is trending.
Hey Chicago, it's the first weekend in August and the city is going to be packed. I'm Justine Baker, covering trends and everything that's happening in the city. Let's dive in. It starts strong with Lollapalooza in Grant Park. 4 days, dozens of stages, and headliners like Olivia Rodrigo, Tyler the Creator, and Rufus Du Sol. Or hit Fiesta del Sol in Pilsen, a mile-long block party with live music, carnival rides, and free entry. Want something smoother? Saturday's Bronzeville Smooth Jazz Festival features Phil Seed and Harlan Jefferson, all for free. Then at dusk, celebrate 70s fashion and film at Mahogany in the Park and outdoor screening at the DuSable Museum. And don't forget your emotional reset. Chicago Scream Club meets Sunday night at North Avenue Beach Pier. Write it down, scream it out, and let it go. For more details, visit fox32chicago.com.
All right, so Caitlin, I am going to brave the treacherous waters
Yes.
of Lollapalooza
The
tomorrow.
treacherous
That's what I'm.
waters.
Unless something crazy happens and they send me somewhere else, I'm
Sure.
reporting tomorrow night, which is rare for
What
me.
are you gonna wear? Sequin top?
Hey,
purple or
what?
pink?
I mean, that's the big question. I'm already stressed about my outfit.
Yeah.
No, but I'm gonna get some good weather.
It's
right?
gonna be fantastic this weekend. Yeah, okay, so here's the thing though. And earlier on the news, I was like, you should go for a jog because it's cool outside. And then I ate my words.
Oh.
And the next breath, I was like, don't go for a jog. I forgot there's an air quality alert in effect. So we still have that smoke out there, unhealthy air quality today. So take it easy. If you're at Lala, maybe you don't run up to the stage. We just need to, relax a little bit. Otherwise, temperatures are gonna be good. This weekend, low 80s are expected. Today, fantastic upper 70s. We're supposed to go to a water park this evening. I feel like it might be a
even
little
be
bit
cool.
too cold for that. Right. Which
Upper
is shocking.
70s.
We're just, we've been in such this hot, muggy stretch.
cycle.
So this almost feels very fall-like.
Has it been? Yeah, it does feel fall-like compared to. Has it been a warmer than average? Have you guys run up the stats yet? It seems anecdotally like it's been hotter than average, but I can't say for
Well, we're
sure.
supposed to be in the mid-80s.
Okay.
Okay, we were in the 90s, and now we're in the 70s. So the thing I do want to leave you with, too, is, yes, we're moving into August, but the models are showing warmer than normal temperatures expected as we head into the next couple of weeks. So we
Okay.
still have hot temperatures to look forward to, but we just get this little reprieve. So when you're reporting, have you looked at maybe you haven't yet, the list of where you're going to go?
Rufus Du Sol I'm a fan. I've seen them live before. Where did I see them?
Do you get access then since you're reporting?
Northerly Island. I hope so.
Will they let you in?
I hope so. It's been so long since I've actually reported Lala. The last time I reported at Lala, they were very, very, we'll call it hands-on with the chaperone. You're assigned this person.
From
and
Lala.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Lala, and they stick with you the entire time. So I'm guessing no.
What is
on
the food situation like at Lala? Do they have food
Yeah,
trucks?
there's
Stocks?
I do seem to remember trucks and little stands and that kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
So and then but they've upped their game every year. It seems like they streamline things even better, like charging stations and the lost
Right.
and found system's unbelievable. They've got water. You bring in an empty
Refills.
bottle. They bring in water. And or you can fill up your water throughout the park. They have this stuff
Yeah.
streamlined. For
Wow.
sure. Because they've seen it all. I mean, I don't know how many years Lala's been going on.
That's a
A
good
long
question.
time. A long time.
Right.
I mean,
And they do a really good job. We were talking earlier about having roads be open still. So they're not shutting down the city for Lala. They really isolate it in a nice way, where it's still a big space, but there's ways for the locals and the people who work
yeah.
to get around.
Oh yeah, there's if memory serves, there's a track around the outside where everyone's there's 2 lanes that they've created on one of the paths, and everyone's going around
Yes.
on golf carts.
Fantastic.
It's a sprawling event. We keep calling it one of Chicago's largest music festivals. One of the world's largest music, not just in
Yes.
Chicago. It's one of
Right.
the world's largest music festivals. And in just a few moments, guys, do we have Star in studio now? So can we welcome her on set, or do we have to wait till after our break? Okay, we
After
are
the
going to
break.
take a quick break, everybody. But when we come back, we are going to meet the very, very talented Star Flowers. One of her videos has well over 1 million views on YouTube. I watched it before the show. This young lady is super, super talented, and she is about to make her Lala debut. Stay with us.
Boom, and all he heard was fa, fa, fa. You know that. They know that. We know that. She know that.
Yeah.
What we doing? What we doing? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's up? How you doing? I'm the man. My name's Star.
What up?
I'm 16 doing shows and I rock out like a guitar. He tryna run. We in a car. I don't think he gon' make it far. Had behind the bush, got quiet. Boom, and all he heard was fa, fa, fa. Put up on your block and skirt over, hit and run.
Congratulations!
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so if you are just joining us, we have Star Flowers, Star Bandz. Like,
Yeah.
it's your name. If you, on YouTube, should we search Star Bandz?
Star Bandz is my rap name.
With
Your
a
rap
Z,
name.
with a Z.
With a Z. So you are performing at Lollapalooza this year.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Tell us a little bit about your background with rapping and how you got into it, how you got interested.
I always say this, but I used to love music growing up, and I used to dance. Like, Chicago always had like the bop, or like they always had dances and stuff out here. I've always been in tune with music and dancing. And when I was little, like my mom used to drive in the car, and like she'll play like a rap song, and then I sing the whole song. I'd be like 5 years old rapping the whole song. So everybody knew I could memorize songs from word to word. I knew my ABC since I was 1 year old. My grandma
What?
always say that.
No
yeah, like
way.
I've always
Some
been good at
People
memorizing
are so
songs.
good at memorizing song lyrics. Like
Yeah.
I can't do it. I don't have that brain.
Sure.
I think my son kind of does. So you always were able
Yeah,
to do
I
that.
always been good at that. And then I used to sing too when I was little.
Uh-huh.
I used to always like music. That always used to be my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but I never thought about making music. I never thought I wanted to be like a rapper or a singer or nothing like that.
So
I
when
just
did
used to
you
do it.
turn the corner there? Because that video, by the way, Star is from South Suburban Sauk Village. She's a local person about to make her Lollapalooza debut, and that video has gotten how many views now? 1.4, 1.5, like
Five.
1.5 million
Wow.
views, okay? And it was shot on your 16th birthday.
Yes.
She's now 17 years old. But tell us how that song was created and kind of how that video was created.
So for the song, I made it to go on the platform on the radar. It's in New York, and a lot of people were going on it around that time, around 2024, 2023. And like when they rapped on there, they would blow up if it was a good song. So I wrote it for my birthday, and I wrote it for on the radar. My mama, she was like, we're gonna try to go to New York for your birthday and go be on the radar and, you know, write a song for it, da-da-da-da. So I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely have to write a song for this to make sure that it sounds really good and it blow up. But I reached out to them and they never reached back out to me. So I ended up throwing a birthday party for my birthday, and I just wrote the song, and I went to the studio like 2 days before my party, and then I shot it at my birthday party, and then I dropped it on my birthday, March 31st.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about friends at school? How has your classmates reacted?
Everybody's so proud of me.
Of course.
Yeah.
As they should be. Lyrically, okay? What inspires your lyrics? Let's take that song, for example. How do you come up with the words and kind of put them on paper? What's your process like?
I rap how I talk. So I use my own slang or whatever I say, and I put it in a song, and I also go off my mood, and I also just say whatever is on my mind.
So
But
do you freestyle?
yes, and I also sometimes like it just be a day I'm just not even writing a song. I just be sitting there and like a lyric or something pop up in my head, and I just write down in my notes. So when I write a song, I go back and look and use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about the beat though? Because that's really what can,
Oh,
can
yeah,
draw people
yeah.
in. How do you
Yeah.
get that side of it?
For that specific beat, around that time before my career really took off, I used to go on YouTube and look for beats, and I would just scroll on YouTube or just keep pressing next till I found the beat that I liked. And that's what happened with that song, Yeah Yeah. I just kept pressing next, and then that beat came on. I was like, wait, and then I just started writing to it as soon as it came on.
It connects immediately. Okay,
Yeah.
so then fast forward to now, you're about to perform at Lollapalooza. How did this opportunity come about for you?
Really just hard work. You know, I got my team too, so they make sure that they make it work for me. So them as well, but also, you know, hard work, dedication, doing good at what I'm doing. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm glad it happened. It was destined to happen.
Were you so excited when you found out?
Yes, and you know what's crazy is like I said, I always liked music, but I never got in tune with like festivals or concerts or nothing like that. My first concert I went to, I was like 12 or 13, so I never really did that. And my first festival that I went to last year was Summer Smash. I
Did you
never knew
perform
nothing.
that?
No, I didn't,
Oh,
but
okay.
they invited me out because I had blew up like 2 months before. So that was the first festival I ever went to, and when Lollapalooza had wanted me to come, I knew it was big. I heard about it before, but I didn't know nothing about it. And then everybody was telling me like, that is a really big festival. I was like, oh my God, I can't
yeah.
Yeah, then I had to do
No,
my research.
This
I had
is
to do my
unbelievable. I mean,
research.
talk about resume builder.
Yeah.
Performing at Lollapalooza. So a lot of your,
17.
okay, you're a local person.
Yeah.
Are you expecting a lot of friends and family to be there? You said you go on at about 6:15 tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm expecting my family to be there, hopefully.
With
There you
signs
go.
in the crowd.
Yes.
Are you nervous? How are you
No,
feeling?
I'm not nervous. I'm excited.
You're excited.
Yeah, I was just talking to my manager yesterday because I was supposed to have rehearsal, but I do it so I perform a lot, so it's nothing really hard. The only thing I got to do now is talk to the crowd. But like the night before, I knew I was ready. I had a whole dream about performing.
You did.
I bet you did.
I did.
That's
I'm
good.
so excited.
That's good. Your brain's
I'm so
getting you ready
excited.
for the performance. How many songs are you going to perform today?
I think about 10.
No
That's it.
way.
Very good.
Yes.
Good for you.
Have they given you kind of a time limit, or how does it work?
I'm be on the stage from 6:50 to 7:10.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm be up there for a little.
Okay.
And
6:15 to
Lollapalooza,
7:10.
all about the styles. Are you so excited?
Oh,
Do you have a fun
yeah.
outfit?
Yes, I'm wearing Bathing Ape from top to bottom.
All
I don't know what that
right.
is. Bathe and Nate.
Bathing Ape, it's a clothing brand.
Oh, wait.
He's way cooler
I know,
than
wait,
we are.
vape?
Bape.
Babe.
Just
Yeah.
stop. Just stop.
I actually have heard of that one, I know.
I haven't. But I bet it'll be so
There's
fun.
like Supreme and Bape or something like that.
Yeah, them are like in the same style.
That's right, yeah, because
Oh,
Theo wanted to go downtown with a bunch of his friends and hit that pair of socks was like $80.
Got it.
Star flowers. We can say we met you then.
Right. Yes.
Like we'll be like, oh yeah, we met her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The next Beyonce is up and coming.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you so much.
Making the South Suburbs proud.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for coming in and good luck. Break a leg.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Absolutely.
Congratulations.
Star Bandz, everybody. Star Bandz joining us on Chicago Now. Good luck, and we'll be back with more Chicago Now right after this, everybody. Caitlin, I'm glad you are finally back in these big cushy leather chairs alongside me. We are cruising into what's going to be a beautiful weekend here in Chicago. Everybody have a great busy weekend.
Get you some Aurelios tonight and then have fun at Lala.
Have fun at Lala, everybody. Stay safe out there and enjoy this weather. We will see you back here for more Chicago Now on Monday morning, 10 a.m.
You and she was on it, though she didn't get to fly. It was the card deck that you used when you played to get rid of your bad luck.
Yeah, in the suit up room. Yeah,
right. And so I'm like, you hand drew these? I was like super impressed. So of course, fast forward to recently, you walk in the pre-production meeting and you're like, hey,